I'm Kathy Davis. I'm the owner of Abbey of the Holy Goats Brewery, first female-owned brewery in Georgia, and we are going to be brewing a lot of Belgian styles and sour beers. Everyone always asks where the name of Abbey of the Holy Goats came from. Well, it has to do with my past history of being a nun, or I shouldn't say being a nun, but almost becoming a nun. My best friend took me to Brickstork Pub 2 weeks before I was supposed to ship off to Nova Scotia, live the rest of my life in perfect meditation, and instead she got me trashed on Belgian-style beer. A couple years after that, I almost bought a goat farm up in Maine, and to live my life out of drinking beer and raising goats. And unfortunately, my parents did not give me goats for my birthday. Instead, I got a brew kit, and I've been brewing ever since. Belgian beers really bring out the best in food, which I'm a classically trained chef. So that also, they go so well together. And I think that's really the key to a Belgian style beer, is that they are meant to be paired with food. So with the Kickstarter, for the tasting room portion, we're gonna actually use your money to build a whole experience. So when you first come into the brewery, the tasting room will be there for you to actually commune with your friends, play card games, taste the beer, and really see the brewery in action. So we're gonna have our barrel room off to the right. You're gonna see these huge foudres and these smaller barrels where we're gonna be doing the sour program. That's gonna take a year to see your beer come to completion. In the back, we're gonna have our huge stainless steel fermenters, but then in the front, when you're actually done with the tour, you're gonna sit down at a long monk's table and actually enjoy the tasting that you're gonna receive. And I think that's really more about what the community is about, is bringing that in through your money, so we can build this so it's a place that you can come and really spend time with not only us, but with your friends and family.
With Abbey of the Holy Goats, I think their perspective and their starting point is a lot more well-rounded than other microbreweries per se, because they take into consideration what you're doing when you're drinking a beer and not just the consumption of the beer itself. So food becomes a huge role, just kind of lifestyle, what you're doing. There's a lot of aspects that she takes into consideration when creating a beer. Much like wines, her beer pairs very well with food because she takes the time to go through those ingredients, using fresh ingredients, using high quality ingredients when creating a beer and creating recipes. And I think that just is a leeway into a better experience when consuming.
We just wrapped up demolition. We're starting construction. And hopefully with your help, we can actually have the tasting room open by fall when we're in production. So we're looking for $30,000. And as I said earlier, that's gonna help us build out the barrel room as well as the tasting room. And right now we are gonna be open by fall. But I really want the community to be involved in the brewery, really make this happen. And so you can sit down at the tasting room and say, hey, I really was part of this. And that's really what we want to do through the Kickstarters, have your involvement with us. It's not one person's journey, it's the whole community. So I hope you join us on this journey as we build this wonderful brewery here in Roswell.